Tinned fish is having a big moment. I'm making 5 simple dishes that turn sardines, tuna, mackerel, and more into truly delicious dinners. I'm starting out with Mediterranean baked sardines. I had sardines for the first time like a month ago. I know that's kind of shocking, but TikTok sold me. Sardines have been all the rage because of their health benefits. Also, they're still pretty affordable. Even the bougie ones, you can still get a meal for under 10 bucks. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start by creating a base flavor of a garlicky olive oil. So I'm gonna take some garlic, slice it, and let it infuse some olive oil while I prep the rest of the ingredients. Some call sardines, like recipes with sardines, you're eating your skincare. They're that good for you. Garlic goes in, and I'm also adding in some olive oil. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the oven while the oven preheats. That way it just kind of slow cooks and slowly infuses the olive oil while our pan gets hot. Other ingredients going in, a little bit of onion. Let's look at our sardines while we're here. They make all different flavors now. You can get like so many in chili oil. For this dish, I thought the lemon would be good. I know, they're just not as scary as they used to be. Little fillets, and you can eat the whole thing. There's also something very easy about only having to open up a little can for your main protein at night. It makes for fast and easy dinners. After about 15 minutes, the garlic is good and crispy, the pan is good and hot, and now we add everything else. Keep letting the oven preheat while we do this. In goes tomatoes. These are gonna burst and get all juicy and help create a sauce. The onion, some olives, some capers. Also gonna add a lemon. So we have this briny saltiness going on, and the sardines also have that. All the tinned fish in the can usually is a little bit salty, mainly because it comes from the sea. Squeeze in some lemon juice, add the lemon right in, and I'm also gonna add in a little bit of red wine vinegar. So now, with the tomatoes, those other veggies, the lemon juice, the olive oil, we're gonna have this delicious sauce to enjoy these sardines. I'm just gonna lay these kind of right on top. Remember, you can eat the whole thing. Everything that's in this can. Why not add the juice too? Then I'm gonna add on a little bit of crushed red pepper and some cracked black pepper. We already have lots of saltiness going on here with the fish, the capers, the olives, so we don't really need to add salt. At this point, the oven should be about 450. We're gonna cook it hot, so it gets nice and caramelized. That's how you make sardines look fancy. It's been about 15 to 18 minutes. I'm gonna pull these out and top them with a little feta cheese. I'm gonna turn the oven to broil. Just give it about 2 or 3 more minutes and dinner will be served. I'm a full-fledged sardine fan now. It's just beautiful. Gotta brighten these flavors up. Fresh parsley. It's kind of like our green veggie of the day. The rest of the lemon. That is not your normal sardine right there. One way to turn this into dinner is to spoon it over some angel hair pasta. You want to kind of break up these little fillets. Lots of good juice. But my favorite way, you already know. Tear me some crusty bread. Serve it up family style. Get a little bit of everything for that perfect bite. It's a sardine supper if I've ever seen one. The flavor is a 17 out of 10. The juice is like liquid gold, all of the way everything came together. And despite what you might think about tinned fish or sardines in particular, it is not very fishy. I really think this is less fishy than canned tuna or canned salmon. Tuna Melt Casserole. I feel like sardines have stolen tuna's thunder, but tuna is the original tinned fish that everyone still knows and loves, right? So we're gonna make our own cream of, starting with just a little celery and onion. I'm sure there's people that are watching this right now that'll be like, we've been eating sardines forever. Well, good. Good for you. I just got on the bandwagon. Let me enjoy the ride. Let's get our sauce made. I'm gonna start by melting some butter. You also want to go ahead and cook your egg noodles. I am keeping the noodle traditional here because that's what we love in a tuna noodle casserole. In goes our celery and onion. Also in with a little fresh garlic. And this just goes for a couple minutes while those veggies soften. I'm gonna add in a little salt to help soften these a little faster. And then in with flour, per usual, equal parts flour and butter. Let that cook for about a minute to cook the floury taste out. Pinch of cayenne. So far, assuming you have these pantry staples, this dish has cost you $0 or maybe $1. And now milk. All right, and then you just bring this to a simmer. That will tell you how thick it's gonna be. It will not have reached its peak thickness until it does come up to that boil. It's not gonna be super thick because we're going to add in pasta and cheese, so it's going to thicken as it cooks. Going ahead and adding half the cheese now, and cheddar because it's tuna melt. That's good. Now we finish it up. Just like in a lot of good tuna salads that make the tuna melt, some capers, make sure you drain them, a little Dijon mustard, egg noodles. You know, tinned fish just sounds fancier than canned fish. Now to add our tinned fish, our tinned tuna. This you do not have to add the fancy kind, just the good old classic stuff is all you need here. But you can get fancy if you want to, because there are all different kinds of canned tuna. I always like to add a little extra, keep that protein high. I mean, there's a lot of protein in these little cans, like 20 grams per can. Look at that, it's looking good. I'm not gonna break up the tuna too much. I like for it to kind of still be a little chunky. All right, now, like a good tuna melt, you've gotta have your bread, you gotta have your tomatoes and your cheese. So that is what we're gonna do. Some Roma tomatoes. I'm also gonna add some cracked pepper onto that. Some more cheese. And then for the topping, we're gonna use cubed sourdough bread. Toss this bread with a little butter and a little Old Bay. Make kind of like little croutons. Not your grandma's tuna noodle casserole. And then this just goes into the oven, 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. Still pretty warm, so it shouldn't take very long. That's one of the best looking tuna casseroles I've ever seen. Add a little cracked pepper. I love the little tomato on top. It's kind of like dried out, like dehydrated a little bit. I was worried it might make it like soggy, but it did not. Oh yeah, that's a tuna melt served up like you've never had it before. I think I'm really gonna like this one. I love the little flecks of caper in there. It's delicious. I think the kids would love this one too, but it tastes like that elevated vintage casserole we love. The cheese kind of mellows out the tuna. Those little bites of caper are perfect because it just adds like a little brininess. And with the little bread, it does trick you into thinking about a tuna melt. If you like a tuna noodle casserole, then you will love this tuna melt version. Even with tinned fish, I've got something for your Taco Tuesday. This recipe, Mexican-Style Mackerel. Now we're doing this together for the first time because I, for one, have never had mackerel in a can, but there are a lot of recipes for this. Mackerel also being one of the more popular tinned fish these days. And I was shocked at how many varieties they have of this, kind of like the sardines, lots of different flavors. But I did find a tomato flavor, even a spicy tomato, is popular with several other fishes. So we're gonna use that for this. This all comes together in a skillet, so it's the ultimate one-pot dinner. Also adding in a little shortcut, this Spanish-style rice. It almost comes together like a little bit of a stir fry with a Mexican twist. All right, grab your skillet, heat up a little olive oil. In with my onion, let that go about a minute, and then I'm going in with some sweet potato. I cut these pretty small so that they will cook fast. I'm gonna cook this until that sweet potato starts to brown. Now we go in with the bell pepper. Cook that for a minute or so. I'm also gonna add in a little salt to help soften. Everything's softened. Now going in with the rice. Break it up. Some jalapeno. I want that rice to get a little toasty. Let it do its thing for about a minute. Now I'm going to deglaze with just a little bit of water. Time for the mackerel and the sauce from the can, and then we're going to break up the fish in there. It does kind of taste like tuna. That tomato sauce from the can mixed with a little more water, it's going to create a delicious sauce. I mean, your kids won't even mind that this is in here. The fish is going to just kind of blend in with everything else. And this didn't have the skin on like the sardines, so it might be a good place to start in your tin fish era. Finishing with a little black beans. And now at this point, you're just letting everything heat through and dinner is done. This is the one that's gonna surprise you. It is that good. Serve it up, burrito bowl style. And then to finish, some cilantro and a good squeeze of lime. Mexican-style mackerel, who knew? It's a nice chunk of mackerel right there. That is the surprising win of the day. There is a lot of flavor in that bowl right there. The fish stays kind of firm and meaty. It's not mushy in here. The rice has so much flavor. You get that little bit of sweet and spicy thanks to the sweet potato and those red peppers. It doesn't taste fishy at all. Blends right in. Definitely a meal that you could sneak it in if you wanted, just to sneak in some extra protein. Getting those tinned fish in tomato sauce is like a built-in meal shortcut because it created so much flavor in this dish. 100%, you need to make this. Promise me you'll make this. We also don't want the show to get stolen from canned salmon. This is a classic canned fish / tinned fish, and it makes the most delicious, of course, salmon patties or salmon croquettes. Today I'm doing a lemony salmon burger with our canned salmon. This is one that I actually keep on hand all the time because I can whip out a mean salmon patty, and it is a dinner that all of my kids like, so it's a win-win. Start with a little bit of onion. I'm gonna chop it really finely because we don't want a big old chunk of onion in our little burgers. Into the bowl. In goes a couple eggs. You could also just use mayonnaise here. And in case you missed it, I have shown you lots of things to do with mayonnaise. First layer of lemony is going to be in here. Some fresh lemon juice. I like to squeeze it over my hand to catch the seeds. I feel like Rachel Ray taught me that. Some fresh parsley. And I'm also using fresh basil. Recipe called for dried basil, but summertime months, this is plentiful. When you add in some fresh herbs, it really freshens up a canned food, whether that be beans, other vegetables, or tinned fish. And then in with a little breadcrumb. Smells so good. Oh yeah, one more thing. A little bit of crushed red pepper. See, you hadn't had your salmon patties like this. Okay, now, if you've never had canned salmon, sometimes it can be a little scary because of the bones. You can eat them. I like to take out some of the backbone if it's in there. Let me drain it. Also the skin, we know salmon skin is good. I like to open it, and here are the little bones. I just pull them out. And the little pin bones that are in there, it's okay. They're not gonna hurt you. You can break them up or take them out. And I'm just gonna flake this. You could also do this recipe with canned tuna. Just form them into patties. This will make 4 like really good sized burgers. Bada boom. Okay, just gonna get these pattied and then we'll hit the skillet. We go in with a little oil. Let it get good and hot so that it will set a crust when we put them in the pan. Walk away, walk away. What I like to do with things like salmon cakes and crab cakes is I like to start them on the stove and finish them in the oven. That way they get good and crispy on the outside, but the inside will also cook once you put it in the oven. If I just flip it and take it out now, it's gonna be browned on the outside, but the inside's not gonna be cooked. Get you a good little crust like that. If you just wanna keep them on the stove, just turn the heat down at this point and let it go lower and slower for the second side. We'll do a lemon basil mayonnaise. Very easy to create your own flavorful sauce when you use mayonnaise as the base. For extra lemony flavor, I like to add in some zest. That's where you get that good aroma, and some juice, and some more fresh basil, and cracked pepper, and just a pinch of salt. Just doing simple things like this can really elevate a dish. Burgers, looking good. I'm gonna spread a little sauce down on the bottom. I'm also gonna put on some mixed greens. You could also do this without bread and just serve it over mixed greens, or just serve the salmon burger as an entree without the bun. Yum. I'm gonna do a little more sauce. Cute, huh? Lemony salmon burgers. I just got a little like zing from that lemon juice. It's tender, not fishy at all. The lemon and basil in both the sauce and in the patty really elevates it. It lightens it up, makes it perfect for summer. We know salmon is a superior tinned fish. You gotta make this one too. So sardines are the most viral sensation right now. I'm giving you one more sardine recipe. This dish is called Caramelized Sardines. These are just regular sardines packed in olive oil. The scariest part is opening the can. This is a traditional Vietnamese dish. Of course, my version is more of a riff on it, and it's typically made with a different type of fish, maybe something like mackerel, but I saw someone do it with sardines, and that's what I want to do. So you start with a neutral oil, and to that we're going to add some sugar and caramelize the sugar. So this is going to be like a sweet and salty, a little bit spicy dish. Cook this for a few minutes until it becomes a light brown. Obviously, I've never made this before, but I am a good researcher, and I have been paying attention and I think it's gonna work just fine. Okay, once it gets light brown, you don't want it to burn, so you have to watch it. Things can change quickly. I'm gonna drop in some onion and garlic. Now in goes the star of the show, sardines. Just kind of leave them in big pieces. The little crushed red pepper. You could just use fresh chilies here. And then you wanna cook this until it browns, caramelizes. All right, you've got that caramelized sugar kind of getting thick and syrupy. Onion, garlic, now we go in with some fish sauce. Remember I talked about this is an item you should add to your pantry staples. It just adds that kind of umami flavor. There's a time and a place for it, and this is the time and place. It's also salty, and traditionally, this is made with coconut water, and it's just a little bit. You could also just use regular water. Let that simmer, thicken a little bit, and this is the dish. We're gonna serve this over rice, but it's all about the accoutrements that go with it. The final step is just a little splash of soy sauce, but I'm telling you, it's all about how we serve it up. You trust me. I still think you trust me. I will admit it's maybe not the prettiest one of the day, but we're about to make it pretty. Got some hot rice. Then gonna make it kind of like a little bowl. Serve it with some cucumbers. And then you want to add some heat. So some fresh chilies. I'm just gonna do some jalapeno, some green onion. Oh, I forgot black pepper too. I was supposed to put that black pepper in the sauce. And then a little fresh cilantro. Come on, you know that looks good. Gonna go for one more drizzle. The final tinned fish dish is done. Caramelized sardines. Okay, I'm gonna have to build the perfect bite for this. Some sardine with the sauce and the rice and the chili and the cilantro. It's all about the sardine, baby. If you are feeling a little more adventurous, this is the dish to make. It is so simple. It's the fastest one of the day. I mean, this is a really good way to eat that skincare, packed with nutrients, packed with flavor. This one's gonna surprise you, I'm telling you. And the way you can build those perfect bites, it's hot and cold, it's sweet and spicy, it's fresh, so fresh. You don't believe me. I feel like I could do a whole episode just on sardines. There's so much you could do with it. Even though I just tasted them for the first time about a month ago, I crave them now on a regular basis. Whether you're trying it for the first time or you're upgrading a classic like the tuna casserole, it's time to start stocking your pantry with the tinned fish. I promise you won't be disappointed. Do it.